long video. I figure, hey, since I'm leaving, I might as well give a little recap, if you will, on my paranormal experiences. It seems like every place I lived, except for the one I'm in, the house I'm in now, I've had some kind of experience. So, I don't want to say, which I guess brings up the question, is are places haunted, or are people more susceptible to, I don't want to say, well, are more susceptible to paranormal or unexplainable events, you know? I guess I don't know what the answer to that is. But I think, I don't really know how the hell to get out of here. But I'm going to go ahead and give a recap. Basically from place to place. I figure, those of you who don't want to sit through the longer versions, but when I lived at Park Jefferson, oh, someone's got wind chimes on the tree. I wonder how they got that up there. When I lived at Park Jefferson Apartments here in South Bend, I don't know what the hell it's called now. I think they changed ownership or something, but not only me, but other people who either came through just as, you know, people that I hung out with or whatever, and then other people who I lived with at the time. Both, no matter what the case may be, everybody seemed to have stated that there was definitely something almost, I don't want to use the word ominous because I didn't really feel threatened, but I definitely felt like a presence in the hallway, right by the where the closet was, like a closet that you had all the water heater and all that crap in it. Yeah, so I'm not the only one that experienced anything there. I know somebody stated that the ceiling fan or the chandelier, whatever, I don't remember which one it was, it may have been both, would swing on its own. A lot of weird knocking sounds coming from the hallway. And then, of course, there was the ceiling apparition, the ceiling shadow person that I saw hanging out on my, while I was laying in bed. And I was just looked up, and bam, there he was, you know, the silhouette of a person. And like I said, it wasn't me, because if I turned to either side to lay on my side, it was still, you know, and didn't move along with me, let's say. So I did, that was my first reaction. I was like, well, it's probably just my shadow, but why would there's no light behind me, you know? In order to have a shadow, you need to have light. So it was pretty dark in the bedroom. So that was an interesting experience. That and the night after with the half bathroom door locking on its own. I still don't understand that one, but it's almost like somebody was trying to get out from the inside, even though nobody was on the inside. Damn roundabouts. And I thought that was weird, especially since there was nobody on the inside. Oh, thanks, I'm sorry. So I thought that was kind of weird. I just cut somebody off. Fuck them. Actually, I didn't, but... So, I thought that was kind of an interesting experience, to say the least. I really don't know what to say, really, about it, I guess. I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, it happened. Why did it happen? What the hell was I actually looking at? Was I visited by a loved one? Was I visited by somebody who was, what the hell, was in the, who maybe passed away? I mean, I don't know. It could be a lot of unanswered questions, obviously, but I don't know if you guys like this angle, but I actually got this camera sitting on my armrest, so, anyway. So that was the experiences I had there. That whole bathroom thing I can't forget that, because when I went to move the door handle, the fact that it did it right back to me is just, I don't have an answer for that, but it was just, even thinking about it, I was legitimately creeped out, you know? I mean, how else would you explain your feeling towards that? I don't know, there was just definitely some presence in there, I think. I lived there for about 5 years, and it just wasn't But it just didn't seem like it was extremely active though either, so I don't know. But anyway, I'm kind of taking a longer route home, just for the heck of it. And then I moved into the Burcliffe Estates house, which actually wasn't too far from Park Jefferson. It was maybe like a few blocks, if that. So I moved into that house and had the basement experience where I heard, I left the fucking, again, the basement had the room with the water heater and all that shit in it. I don't know what's with these closets with, you know, furnaces and water heaters and that, but it seems like that's where I tend to have my experiences start. I didn't really realize that until now. That's kind of weird. But, anyway. So, I went down there the week of Halloween, conveniently, you know, no cliche again, but, and I got a power cable out of the room, and I went to close the closet door, and I heard the voice say, "Where you going?" Like, I stopped dead in my tracks when it said it. It sounded like it was just clear as day, like right behind me. It was so weird. I'm gonna turn right here. It was just so weird, you know. I was like, "Where are you going?" I'm like, upstairs, I guess, because I gotta put these lights around the house so I can be kooky, you know. Can I turn on red? Yeah, why not? Y'all don't give a shit. So I did that. That was an interesting experience. I really don't think I had much else down there, or at that house, I should say. Anyway, just the audio, and then of course I put that VOR recorder down there the night after, and I left the house and nobody was home. Basically, it's a VOR recorder, just records when sound is present. Otherwise, it just sits there idle. So I filled up the tape. Well, I filled up the tape mainly because the furnace kicked on, and that kicked the recorder on, which in turn, the tape eventually ran out, you know. But I did get some interesting voices on there, which I still don't think were from outside. I still think it was from, I don't know, it sounded like a younger couple just talking. But again, there were 2 deaths in that house, so, I mean, nothing, you know, violent. I mean, they weren't murdered, but they were just natural deaths in that house, so there's that. And then Indian Springs didn't really yield too much either. Matter of fact, I really didn't yield anything at all, except for which I thought I heard. I thought I heard a ghost box response, but again, I didn't record it. I could have swore she said her name was Alice and all this other stuff, but I guess I really didn't have a whole lot of experiences there at the townhouse. I mean, my dogs were barking at the kitchen one night, almost like they were seeing something, because they were like in the kitchen, like running back and forth, and they were like looking up and barking, like not aggressively, but like, I don't know what you are or what I'm seeing, but kind of like a warning, you know. They were both going crazy. I'm like, what the hell are y'all barking at? It was that, but that was like an isolated incident. I didn't really think too much of it until I just remembered it now. So, I don't know, sometimes they say, you know, animals have a different perception for that kind of stuff. Not to say they can see them, I don't think they can see anything. Cats maybe can, because they're weird, but there's definitely a lot of speculation as to whether animals can see or experience stuff that we can't, you know. Ooh, my goodness. And then this house I'm in now, just nothing except for a couple, oh my goodness, I'm sorry. It's this damn root beer. I mean, except for a couple, sleep paralysis episodes, which don't happen very often anymore either. Seems like I get one maybe once every year, once every few months, once every several months, I don't know. Seems like they're actually so far a few that I don't even know, I couldn't even tell you, but I had a couple at Indian Springs, but they're not near as extreme as they are in this other house, at the house I'm currently in. And I don't know if that might have something to do with my sleep apnea, because I did join a sleep apnea group on Facebook, and there was a very hot topic on sleep paralysis, even if it is a thing, which I guess it is, because we all experience something where we wake up and can't move, and some of us see things. Some of us see, I don't want to say apparitions or, but they see unknown entities. Let's say it that way. Well, there's a lot of squad cars right here. Holy shit! Wow, someone got busted with something. It was like 7 squad cars there. I shit you guys not. No lights or nothing, no sirens, but there's a lot of people outside too. Something's going down. But anyway, yeah, so the sleep paralysis thing, like I said, the sleep apnea group talked about it. I don't know if we're more susceptible to it because of what we go through with our sleeping disorder or what, but it is weird when you wake up and you try to move and you can't, because the first thing you try to do, of course, when you wake up is you start moving and stretching. Well, you can't do that. And I've had that a couple times, in the house I'm in now, and the only thing I can really feel like I can move is my eyes or my head. Sometimes not even that, but my eyes. And I look over and there's like this figure standing in the doorway. Not really, like I said, I don't really feel threatened, but I do try to scream. Because I guess I'm a bitch, I don't know. I guess it's just a natural reaction. So I try to scream and just nothing comes out. I can't scream. It's weird. I don't know, the whole thing is just definitely one of those things where I'm glad it doesn't happen a lot, because I probably have to get some serious help or something, but I'm fucking trying already. So, I don't know, like I said, it was just a small recap of my experiences. It's almost funny how you go to look for it and you can never find it, but it sure as hell finds you when you least expect it. That's kind of how I feel anyway. It's like, why can't this shit happen when I'm actually looking for it, or when I want it to happen? I don't know. Just a rambling on at this point, because I'm 2 blocks from the house. I'm gonna go around. Just in case I want to add anything to this segment or this video, listen to me, this episode, but just in case I come up with something else that I may have experienced recently. I really can't think of anything. I mean, aside from one of the things I kind of hate about getting older, besides the fact that everything hurts now, but I mean, it seems like I can't take the loss of family and friends well at all, because everybody who really knows me knows I'm an emotional person, so sometimes it's hard to say goodbye, not that I believe physical goodbye is the same as, if somebody could be with you, in your heart or in your head or whatever, it's like you'll never forget you or whatever. I mean, there's all that stuff too, but yeah, I just have a hard time with it sometimes. And I realize when I'm getting older, I realize that a lot of my people, or my friends, or acquaintances, or whatever, that seem to be dying off. Kind of sucks, Like, they're way too young, for one. And, I don't know. Just thought I'd throw that out there. I mean, I'm sure everybody has the same problem, but I don't know, I just hate to see, I guess that's part of the reason why I just want to know so badly. If science says that energy can't be destroyed, where the hell's the energy out of our bodies go? And a lot of people say, well, it's the decomposition, or your body's decomposing, and that's where the energy goes. Oh, that's great until you're a skeleton, then what the fuck happens? Or not even that. It's like, you mean to tell me all this energy I have in my body is going to basically just be used to decompose my flesh? I don't know, it doesn't add up to me, so I believe there's at least something, whether it be a small part of me, whether it be your conscious, whether it be your soul. I don't want to get religious or anything, but something's gotta live on, I would think. But, who knows? We'll probably never know. Who knows? I don't know. Just going up the street to my home. I just chill, I guess. Got my prescriptions. At least I did something something today. Well, I mean, I try to stay productive anyway. But I guess I should sign off as soon as I park this beast. The beast. Oh, looky there. Looky there. The hearse of my driveway. How shocking is that? Not very. I'm just going to park right here on this little pile of snow. And what do you know? Home again. Anywho, I'm going to grab my stuff. Got my scripts. Anyway, like I said, I'm home. Hope that was a quick little recap for you, just to explain why I'm into this kind of thing. I mean, to be fair, it found me first. So, I'm signing off. Again, y'all take care. Peace out.